Here's the thing about AI that nobody wants to directly address. AI, first of all, it's not really AI. It's not artificial intelligence. Most of it is large language models or machine learning. Large language models are really just machine learning too. So it's not true intelligence. It's really emulated intelligence. It's basically a giant guessing machine. And the guesses are scary good in a lot of cases, but also we've seen plenty of cases where it's scary bad. Usually only the scary good stuff is what gets filtered out by human curators and then shown on the internet. Excuse me, I still have bronchitis. So the problem with AI, I'm going to say AI because that's the colloquial term now, but not because it's correct, is that AI is basically suicidal. And what do I mean by that? If you think about where AI's data set comes from, it comes from humans. If you think about where the money to pay for all this AI crap comes from, it comes from humans. Now, I use AI, Google Gemini, whatever, to create thumbnails for these low-effort videos where I'm holding a cell phone because, frankly, it's free. It produces results that are good enough in a lot of cases with only a couple of prompts, and it's a shortcut for me, so you don't have to see thumbnails of my ugly sick face. I wouldn't necessarily do that, but people like the thumbnails, and yeah, it's using AI. I'm not anti-AI, but I do think that it's important to address serious problems with it, including it making it so that you don't have the ability to produce the stuff that it needs to learn from to continue to function. For example, the internet's full of AI slop content now, and that means that AIs themselves are starting to learn more from other AI slop than actual humans, which is where the actual creativity, the ingenuity, the new stuff, the remixing of stuff beyond what an LLM or whatever can do. Humans are the source of the data, and humans create the high-quality data needed to train an AI. Furthermore, humans are the source of the money for the AI and the customer base for the AI. So, if these AI companies want to stay in business, they have an extremely serious problem to address. That problem, I'm checking to make sure it's still recording, is they're killing their data sets by basically flooding the internet with crap. But the crap from the AI is becoming the training set for the AI, which is going to ruin the AI. When they train on themselves, they hallucinate. It's like a human with dementia or Alzheimer's or something. You have this feedback loop. If you're old enough like me, where you've recorded stuff on VHS and copied it, you've seen VHS generation loss. So we will see AI hallucinations being used as legitimate training data for AI, which amplifies the hallucination, and you end up with hallucinations remixed into each other. Then, on the other side, AI eliminates jobs. So the designers that create all the diaper furry art that we hold so dear as training sets for our Google Gemini or Chat GPT or whatever image data, we no longer have those high quality DeviantArt diaper fur pictures to train our AIs on. So because these humans are being replaced with this AI slop, there's a lot less humans to generate new data, but also humans aren't being paid because their jobs have been eliminated. So if I'm an artist, all right, and my job is replaced because of AI, well, I'm going to get with the times and I'm going to use the AI to make my art more quickly too. That costs money. So the company's already paying for the AI to replace you. You're not going to be able to get your money back to produce your new art. Plus, now your art is derived from AI generations rather than your own completely, original remixing of everything, the sum total of your knowledge. So rather than art being created from human experience, it will now be created from AI remixes that then are used as a basis for making derivative works, which then become more training data for AIs. So you have all these paths to amplified AI hallucinations, and then you have the artists who, frankly, won't be able to afford the good AIs because the companies that replace them with a cheaper, good AI. And thus, because of that, now the artists don't have money. But guess what? Those are customers. Those are people that if they don't have money, they can't be your AI customer. So you strip these people of the money that they need. And yes, you've got the corporate customer instead of the artist having their job. But now all these people that lose their jobs, they can't afford to be your customer. And what eventually happens is that means they also can't afford to be the customer of all the companies that have adopted the AI crap. So because these companies save so much money, they end up destroying their own customer base because the AI saved them money. But now the people who, the money was saved from have no money to put back into the company as customers. Either the AI company or the company that replaced them or replaced their peers or friends or whatever with AI. So all these people losing their jobs, not being able to make money, but they can't afford to be customers, which means the company doesn't make money from them. They might have made money from them before. They don't make money from them now. And if a company's looking to cut costs, other companies could also lose income from AI. AI is suicidal, and it's not because the AI has some kind of intention. It's a machine learning algorithm. It's a large language model, which is just a fancy way of saying machine learning, but lots and lots of words. It's not sentient. There's no intelligence in it. It's not making a decision. But by the natural consequences of just how a society functions, how any society has to function, AI companies eventually won't be able to make money because they're taking all the money from all their customers. They're basically destroying their own customer base. And in order to try to frantically keep up, those customers will initially also start to have to run to AI and hope the AI can provide them with the cheaper versions of some things. It's just like getting the TeamU version of art or whatever, But people will have no choice but to go to AI. But the problem is it's a cascading failure. As all of this money is saved, where does it go? And that's part of the problem is that hopefully there will be other avenues that people can go to make money. But the AI will basically destroy itself through multiple points of attrition. The data will ultimately get lower quality over time due to the feedback loop of hallucinations. And then the customer base won't be able to afford it over time because the AI saved so many people so much money that now people aren't being paid to do work. You see where this is going. I don't have to repeat myself a fourth time. I hope that this is educational. Also, a little point of note, this may be the last video that I do in my car near my offices because I'm in the process of moving out of them right now. Part of the reason I'm coughing so much is because despite having bronchitis, I'm lifting 50-pound tubs of laptops and 27-inch aluminum iMacs above my head regularly like some kind of postal worker. So it's kicking my big fat ass, but at the same time, I'm getting a good workout. This is probably the last one because after today, I'm hoping all the stuff is out and I'm never coming back to these offices again as far as I know. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments.